Hey memorizers, Anthony here. I just want to address really quickly something that's come up a lot recently, and it's the fact that people don't really want memory skills. I'm contacted every day by people around the world, and they want to know how to improve their memory, and what I really have come to realize is that none of us, not even myself, want to improve our memory skills. We want what the memory skills let us have. And in a few words, that's really the ability to recall important information. And it's information that just doesn't seem to stick. And there's no real clear reason. It's really frustrating why that information won't stick in the first place. But, we're really after different things than the ability to recall information. For instance, we want to experience a boost in fluency if we're memorizing foreign language vocabulary, or we want to be able to easily recall the names of the new people that we meet, or we want to memorize poetry, long poetry, short poetry, and we want to do it without spending hours of our time and with only a minimum amount of effort. And I can't say that I blame people for wanting these things, because I used to want these things too, and I wanted them really badly until I sat down and figured out a way to make it happen. And of course I had to put some effort into it, and to this day I've never found a magic bullet, but I have found some magic, and it's real magic. And what it all came down to was going after what I really wanted, really thinking about what it was that I wanted. And it never really was that I wanted a bad memory, it was that I wanted the things that having a better memory can bring. And that's why the very few hurdles that people face when they're using the magnetic memory method are best overcome by understanding what it is that you really want. So when you hear yourself saying that you want to improve your memory, pause for a second and think about whether that's really true. I mean, it is true, but what's underneath that desire? Because whatever's underneath that desire is probably going to be a lot more compelling and motivating than this statement, I want to improve my memory. If you can lock into those deeper desires, then you're going to find a lot more motivation, and you're going to allow yourself to daydream a little bit more. And so in other words, you're going to find out your why, and whatever may have seemed previously difficult about learning and implementing a dedicated memorization strategy, perhaps the magnetic memory method, all things will fall into place when you really have your why you're doing this identified. So until next time, go for what you're really after when you're using memory skills and learning memory skills. And as you go along, teach someone else what you've learned about memory palaces. I always like to point out that teaching a skill is one of the best ways to learn that skill, and really helping yourself improve your memory and helping others improve their memory is a great way to make a better place out of the world. And the more we can remember, the more we can remember, and the more we learn, the more we can learn. So those are nice little circular logical things that are not tautological in any sense. And in any case, if you're not already subscribed to the magnetic newsletter, just go down to the link below and you'll go to a sign up form, and it's a daily service that helps you use your memory every day and identify the real desires that underlie this feeling that we want to improve our memory, and gets to the real core of that issue in some very surprising and compelling ways. So I hope to see you there.